In this video, I'm going to talk about how I get so much done in my career despite the fact that I'm a part-time writer, have a family, and other obligations. Making a living with your writing is most authors' dream, but the reality is that most of us have to fit writing in amongst other things. A day job, maybe 2 day jobs depending on your situation, school, a significant other or spouse, children, family, housework, other unknowns that life throws your way. Since I started writing, the number of non-writing obligations in my life has grown. And honestly, it's a miracle I'm still writing sometimes. So here is what a day in my life typically looks like. I wake up between 4 and 4:30 every morning to write. I'm a morning person, so I have no problems waking up. This time of day is the only time it's quiet in my house because my wife and daughter are sleeping. Around 8 a.m., it's off to work. I work for a Fortune 100 insurance company in a very demanding job. On my way to work, I usually listen to podcasts or audiobooks at the high speed so I can get through them quickly. I'm at work for 8 hours. When I get home, it's dinner time, family time, and then housework. We put my daughter to bed around 8:30 to 9, so I take the last hour of the day to get some more writing done, answer some emails, read, or handle anything else that needs to be taken care of. Then I'm off to bed. Weekends are usually just as busy for me because we're running errands, hosting friends, or doing family activities. So on a good day, I maybe have 3 uninterrupted hours of writing. Sometimes it's less. But if you think about that, 3 times 7 is 21 hours. That's 84 hours per month, or the equivalent of 2 full work weeks. Doesn't seem like a lot of time, but it is. I've kept up this schedule for almost 3 years, and as a result, I have over 20 books. If I wrote full-time, I'd be dangerous. And yes, I do use Facebook and Twitter like everyone else, but I've wanted to get better about that. A couple other secrets. I use the Ulysses app to write on the go. If I'm waiting somewhere or eating lunch alone, I can use that time to write a significant number of words. In fact, Ulysses has helped me double my daily word counts. Watch my previous video on Ulysses if you haven't seen it already. Another tip is that I dictate. When I type, I usually type around 1,000 to 2,000 words an hour. When I dictate, it's double that. Another tip is that I'm protective about my time. I've cut just about everything out of my life that isn't writing related. So when I have a space of uninterrupted time, I'm doing something toward my career. The final thing I want to talk about is the secret to my productivity, and that's my production schedule. I'll do a separate video on that in the future, but essentially my goal is to write every day and make progress toward a novel. Every 10,000 words toward my novel, I stop, and then I write a short story, a poem, a week's worth of scripts for Author Level Up, and I handle something off my business to-do list, such as writing newsletters or updating my website. Then I write another 10,000 words of the novel and do it all over again. This helps me stay balanced so that when I have a new novel, I also have some short fiction and poetry, as well as some progress on my business to show for it. One of my problems early on, once I started to master production, was that I'd spend so much time writing that the other areas of my business were neglected. Then I'd work on my business for a long time because I needed to do that, and then I'd get no writing done. So it was like playing whack-a-mole, and I felt like I was getting nowhere. My production schedule works for me because it helps me stay balanced. So you want to find a production schedule that works for you as well. So that's how I do it. I have just as much time in the day as everyone else, and I try to make the most of it. You probably have the same time constraints that I do. So my question to you is this. If you can write for 3 hours a day, how are you going to use your 84 hours a month? If you can only write for 1 hour a day, how are you going to use your 30 hours a month? That's it for this video. And by the way, this video comes as a recommendation from Natahu Allen. Natahu is a regular viewer of the channel, and she has a YouTube channel of her own. So check it out in the video description or the YouTube card above my head, depending on where you're watching this. Thanks for the recommendation. If anyone else watching has a question or a suggestion for a future video, drop me a line at www.authorlevelup/contact, and I'd be happy to make a video to answer your question. And if this is your first time watching, I'd love to have you subscribe, and if this video helped you in some way, do me a favor and click the like button. Thanks for watching.